For those who travel between Pune and Mumbai often, you may be very familiar with e-Shivneri buses operated by Maharashtra State Road Transport Corporation. The government has now announced a new initiative, and that is Shivneri Sundaris. Simply put, trained hostesses for the bus, aimed to enhance the travel experience. Great initiative that's also going to increase employability. But, as usual, the opportunity comes with the heavy overtones of sexism, objectification, and misogyny. Why only women? Even trained men can enhance travel opportunities and travel experiences. And if it is exclusive opportunities for women, in a world where everything is selling and pushing you into fake benchmarks, definitions of beauty, why objectify them as sundaris? When can women's professionalism be left just for that and not in any way linked with color, body, beauty, and so on and so forth? Priyanka Chaturvedi, in fact, has gone ahead and even taken a political slingshot at the ruling front. The tabletop dancers of Goa, who were high on cocaine and gadari, have come up with this highly perverted and misogynistic idea of Shivneri Sundaris, who will serve passengers traveling in Shivneri buses between Mumbai and Pune to enhance the travel experiences of passengers. All right, and let me open this up to our panelists at this point. Kishore Tiwari, spokesperson for Shiv Sena, UBT Anurag Naidu, who's an author, as well as Brinda Adige, who's an activist. Thank you very much, both of you, for joining us. Well, firstly, Mr. Kishore Tiwari, have you ever traveled in these buses? First question to you.
Yeah, I'm a poor man. I always travel by MSRTC buses only. And Shivneri is the only route where the buses of MSRTC looks like a buses. There is a pathetic condition of bus stations and the buses in my region, because I belong to Yavatmal region of tribe. Even though the days I recall.
So, firstly, my first question, I want to get to the crux of the matter. Before that, I'm just asking some basic questions. How is the service of Shivneri? Because I have never travelled by that route. How is the services of Shivneri, and how do you look at what the government has now propped up? Shivneri Sundaris.
ST is going into the very rough phase of his life. Ill management and the corruption and the financial losses has affected the Shivneri services also. But e-buses, which is launched in the name of e-Shivneri buses, they have been doing well actually. But instead of introducing Shivneri Sundaris, they should make it a proper services, a prompt services, and polite staff also. So I am not keen with these Sundaris and all these things. I think if the services are properly given, the boys can also do well. But there are a lot of things.
So, are you, Mr. Tiwari, am I hearing you right? You have a problem with the services, but you don't have the problem with the usage of the word Shivneri Sundaris. Am I correct in interpreting this?
No, Sundari, that attracts the one gender of the society. But I think it is the Nitin Gadkari's idea introducing the air hostesses in the buses. Air hostesses like services in the buses, but it should be unisex. That was my point to discuss with you. And ST has to do lot of things instead of doing all these gender related issues causing the
Okay,
objection and
point taken.
criticism from the
Point
opposition.
taken. This can be by men and women, and that's something that we have as well asked. But there's a deeper concern, Mr. Tiwari, and you also seem to be missing that. And that just seems to be the objectification. You know, I mean, when we have deodorants, and if we can have, I don't think we have Anurag Naidu with us, but if Brinda Adige can join us. Brinda Adige, do you have concerns? I mean, you know, when we have advertisements of deodorants, you have women as nymphomaniacs. And then suddenly you have women who are achievers, and it's about how they look. From films to how government pitches its policies, all of them seem so problematic. And somewhere, everything just comes to sexualizing, objectification, or vilifying. But how do you look at this?
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, because in a patriarchal society like ours, well, there is a lot of lip service of empowerment. There's a lot of lip service on accomplishments and achievements of women. But when it comes to these kind of services, or like the advertisements that you pointed out, it will lead more and more towards them being sexist, the people who are portraying this, and making women elements of objects, and like you said, vilifying them, and basically saying that we men will decide and choose how we want you women to be looked at and portrayed. And calling Shivneri Sundaris, tell me, what is the need to call for Sundari? There is a professional post that you are giving. It a bus hostess. Okay, fine, whatever you want. Why do you want to call them a Sundari? What is wrong if you call them hostess? You don't have a word in your regional language. Coin one. No, we are a country of just about 1,000 years with umpteen languages, and today we have languages that have got into English, and English has become Marathi, and so much of that has gone into Kannada and Tamil. Why do you want to call them Sundaris? Is that not derogatory? Is it not regressive thinking? How dare you call that this is empowerment when you're actually saying this is Sundari? So you look at her like that because there's a conditioning. There's a conditioning coming that all women are beautiful, must be beautiful. If you're not beautiful according to the male patriarchal connotation, you will not get the job probably. But what else is the connotation? Sexualizing. And so we will now have to have a police person over there who's going to protect these hostess from the other passengers. We are hearing so many cases in airlines, and many of them have, they make life miserable for the air hostess, for the female air hostess over there. They make life miserable. Is it going to be the same situation here? How can Nitin Gadkari do something like this, make these kind of statements? I think it is time for Maharashtra government to immediately scrap this patriarchal, chauvinistic, misogynistic phrase that they have given to the hostess on the bus. Unacceptable.
Okay, we're just hoping that we'll have a panelist representing the ruling front real soon.